everyone, it's me 914, and as you all know, Halloween is coming up, so I decided to do Pokemon Creepypastas. Now, I decided to do this mainly because I decided to have my own commentary on it, or my own take. So, let's see how this one goes. I'll be addressing White Hand, Gary's Ratticate, Buried Alive, and Lavender Town Syndrome. Alright, so let's get this started. It's mainly known as the White Hand gift. This was scripted to appear in the third floor of Lavender Town Tower. It's divided into 4 separate animations. An introduction, like the Pokemon cry, an idol, and 2 attacks. These attacks are unknown, as they are listed as Fist and Brutal. The animation is proven to be hazardous, but if viewed from single frame, the model has no adverse effects. The White Hand is a shriveled, decayed hand with attention to detail. Flesh is peeled back from the bone, tendons dangle realistically from the hand. For the first attack, the hand balls into a fist and swings forward. The brutal animation is missing several frames, as the hand seems to open up and then cuts out. After a few seconds, it reappears closed again. No record has been found of these missing frames. Now, in my opinion, this seems a little overdone. I mean, it's probably in a hacked version, or use the Game Shark or something else. Now, you can probably find it online in a downloadable version, play it, and have your own experience with it. But, it seems overdone. The next one we'll be doing is Buried Alive, one of the more famous ones. Often referred to as its code, the Burried script. The Buried Alive model was found on the final story of the Pokemon Tower, and what has now been replaced with the Marowak ghost, which we will explain in a later video. According to the scripts assigned to it, the Buried Alive model was intended to be the boss of the tower. Once reaching the top floor, the following conversation would have taken place. You're here. I'm trapped. And I'm lonely. So very lonely. Won't you join me? After this, the battle would have been initiated. Once in battle view, the Buried Alive model appears to be a decaying human corpse. What the heck? What messed up guy thought of that? Yeah, 9-year-old just sitting there playing my game and then, oh God, Mommy, Dad! Yeah, you're gonna scar 9-year-olds, or younger. Seriously, this is a children's game, man. What kind of sicko are you? Let's go on back with the story. And apparently, the corpse is attempting to crawl out of the ground. It has been programmed to have 2 white hands, Gengar, and Muck. Yeah, no surprise there. Strangely enough, a protocol for the Buried Alive's actions after it was defeated were not written in the case of the Buried Alive fight. If the player defeated him, the game would freeze. Oh, poor man. However, a specific ending was written by an unknown programmer. I'll find it. Upon losing the battle. In this ending, the Buried Alive was to have stated, finally, fresh meat, followed by several lines of gibberish. He would have then dragged the player character into the ground surrounding him. The scene would finish with a typical game over screen. However, in the background, an image of Buried Alive character devouring the player with a Yeah. Nice job. You're scoring little kids everywhere. Pray to God they don't find that game. And again, with the White Hand, it can probably be found online in the very same game. And I remember, another commentary for me, sorry, for the white hand anyways, outside the tower, a girl, you can walk up to her, she will say, there's a white hand on your arm. And, you don't see it. So, what the heck? The next theory we'll be reviewing is Gary's Ratticate. This is, actually very famous and often done. In the original Pokemon Red and Blue, when you encounter your rival in Lavender Town, he will ask whether or not you know what it's like to have one of your Pokemon die. At this point in the game, he no longer has his Ratticate that he used in the previous battles. So basically what happened was, you're battling him on the SS Annie. You know, so he takes his Pokemon, all of them after you defeat him, to the, what's it called? Medical center, if you would. Apparently, it says here, your rival's Ratticate sustained serious injuries from the battle, but because of crowding and confusion on the luxury liner, he was unable to make it to the Pokemon Center in time, and then Ratticate passed away. So, I've got a question. How did all his other Pokemon survive and Ratticate didn't? Well, Ratticate is a girly girl. That's all I'm going to say. No haters, please, 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 please. The reason your rival was in Lavender Town to begin with was to lay his deceased friend to rest. Despite all of this, your rival never outwardly tells you that you are responsible for the death of his Pokemon. He hides his grief and instead channels that energy into the motivation he needs to continue the quest to become Indigo League champion. The death of his Raticate effectively destroys your rival's impish childhood innocence. Although he tells himself he doesn't hold you responsible, he subconsciously holds a great deal of resentment towards you, which further fuels his ambitions. Tearfully swearing upon his Raticate's grave not to fail in what he set out to do, he trains hard and hopes to become better than you, defeating you, and eventually to make it to the Pokemon League. Mere moments after he became the Indigo League champion, he was defeated. By you. Whoever has played this game, you are mean. No, just kidding, I ain't hating. Although he fulfilled his promise to his fallen Pokemon, it was only for a painfully brief instant. In the end, your rival was scolded by his grandfather while you received the professor's praise. Does that seem messed up to you? Does he? I mean, really. I bet you feel like he failed his Pokemon. To be defeated. By you. When he swore to defeat you. And his grandfather doesn't even care. And praises you instead. For sending his son into a painfully sad memory. What the heck? During the course of this game, you steal your rival's innocence, crush his dreams, and ultimately snatch away the love of his own grandfather. Oh, and by the way, your rival doesn't have parents. He's an orphan. So yeah, you're a jerk now. Ha 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 ha. No, you're not really. I believe in this theory. It's got enough legitimate evidence, battling first time on the ship. The next time you see him, he's in a mausoleum, standing in front of a grave, mourning, tells you, do you feel, what it's like to lose a Pokemon? Then Ratticate is, not there anymore, and no longer is. So, yeah. That's a legit one. You can believe it. It's not that really creepy, just kind of sad. So our final one to to end this video is the Lavender Town syndrome, one of the most famous creepypasta. So, what is the Lavender Town syndrome, you might ask? Well, the Lavender Town syndrome, or also known as the Lavender Town tone or Lavender Town suicides, was a peak of suicides and illnesses in children between the ages of 7 and 12. shortly after the release of Pokemon Red and Green back in Japan on February 27th, 1996. Rumors say that these suicides and illnesses can only occur after the children playing the game reach Lavender Town, whose theme music had extremely high frequencies that studies showed that only children and young teens can hear, since their ears are not fully developed. I have seen this on a, music encrypting thing, showing all the notes. And a little commentary from me. There is this really creepy picture of this ghost Pokemon, who we will discuss in another creepypasta video, going like this, with this sinister look on his face, named Ghost. And there are the unknown letters spelling "leave now." And then there's a strange noise and it cuts off. Doesn't that seem a little strange to you? I mean, it is to me. What about you? Alright. Due to the Lavender Town tone, at least 200 children supposedly committed suicide, and more developed illnesses and afflictions. The children who committed suicide usually did so by hanging or jumping from heights. Those who did not acted irrationally complained and severe headaches after listening to Lavender Town's theme. Although Lavender Town now sounds differently depending on the game, mass hysteria was caused by the first Pokemon game ever released. After the Lavender Town incident, the programmers had fixed Lavender Town's theme music to be a lower frequency, and since children were no longer affected by it. Doesn't that seem a little weird to you? I mean, it does seem like it's connected, but it is said that they were wearing headphones. So, that was probably a little on their part, just saying, but they also don't know, so they probably could do something like this. One video appeared in 2010 using special software to analyze the audio of Lavender Town music. One play, the software created images of unknown near the audio. Told you. This raised a controversy. Since then, Unknown didn't appear until Generation 2 games, Silver, Gold, and Crystal. The Unknown translates to "leave now," and there has been no said beta version of Lavender Town. It is said that the beta version of Pocket Monsters was released to some kids to test this game. And there was a video, but I do not have it, so too bad. I will be posting some pictures afterwards, going in order of which we presented these. Now, on this last one, it seems creepy. The first time I ever heard this, I had a nightmare about it. Yeah. Yeah, so the last one was pretty messed up. I mean, kids killed themselves over this. So, I mean, what do you think of this? Is this Lavender Town legit, or get your own version of the older Lavender Town and see for yourself if these legends are true, or if they're just another Lavender Town myth. Because quite a few myths are actually in Lavender Town, like Buried Alive, White Hands, and then this one. And Ratticate, so, yeah. So, yeah. What do you have to say about this? By the way, if you want me to do any creepypastas, just comment. So yeah, if you want me to continue, like and give a favorite, and please subscribe. And have a happy Halloween, everybody. This is 914 Pikachu, signing off.